Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Let's go see what's in the fridge today.
Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Thanks a bunch for stopping by, I do appreciate it. Today's beer comes from Long Live Beerworks, guys. This is their Crimson Ghost, and what that is a Berliner Weisse beer. And I've got a different glass, look at here. So people are fussing, complaining because they say I use the same glass all the time. So we're going to change it up today and hopefully satisfy some of those people. And but guys, Sovereign beer glass is my favorite glass, and you're probably going to continue to see me use it most of the time, because no matter what style of beer it is, it seems to enhance the flavor and aromas with the shape of the glass. So we're changing it up a little bit today. This beer was sent to me by my brother Greg, and his friend Brian picked this up. And the note that he sent here says, Brian bought this at the brewery, and it was canned on 8/30 of 18. An unfiltered Berliner Weisse with boysenberry. And so it's 8/30 as far as canned on date, and today is the 20th, 9/20. So about 3 weeks in the can. So it'll be really, really fresh. The guys at Long Live seem to be doing some tasty stuff and doing different stuff. So let's get on with this one. I don't think there's anything else we can discuss. Let me jump over to Untappd. We don't have IBUs, and it says Berliner Weisse beer fermented with boysenberry. Guys, I'm not sure. Don't know if I've ever had a boysenberry, so I don't know what to expect that taste to be like. I don't have any recollection of ever having that fruit. So that is all we need to talk about. So let's stop talking. Let me mark this on my little list before I forget. So once again, thanks to Greg for sending this to me, and thanks to Brian for picking it up and getting it to Greg. I do appreciate it from both of you guys. All right, like I said, I've got a great big glass here. This is technically my wheat beer glass. So let's pop the top. Oh, it's got a boysenberries must be red, because it looks like it's got a little bit of reddish tint to it there. Oh, I would say yes. And the reason I don't like the stages and a lot of these different shaped glasses like this is because you get these monster heads a lot of time because of the shape of the glass. So I don't like using them because they produce monster head when technically the beer is not overcarbonated. So let me ease off on the pour and see if we can get some of this in here without having 5 fingers of head. That's the biggest reason I don't use all these odd shaped glasses. Probably proper too, but at least the advantage is that I can get the whole can in one pour on a glass like this, if you pour it easy anyway. Looks like Kool-Aid or wine in the glass here. And this is, like I said, this is a 7%er, so it's a little bit out of the as far as ABV range for this style of beer. Usually these beers are very low ABV, less than 5% usually. So this one is an imperial version, if you will. Guys, it looks like a glass of unfiltered wine or dirty wine, because it is very, very cloudy. It's got that rich red, almost ruby color to it. Finger and a half of head, and it's dissipating fairly quickly. Let's get it to the nose and see what we got. And these are typically done with Weisse yeast from what I've read about them. I'm getting a nice berry-esque quality. And it does have a little bit of funkiness going on from the yeast. Well, let's dive in and see what we got here, guys. Like I said, not a typical style that I would pick up for myself, but I do enjoy trying something different. Cheers, Brian, and cheers to Greg. Thank you both. A little bit of tartness, not bad at all. Definitely something different, guys. Very pleasant. Alcohol is very well hidden for a 7%. Slight tart and fruity-esque berry qualities. Very enjoyable. A nice change up from a typical beer, no matter whether it's a lager or an ale, IPA or whatever you're accustomed to drinking. It's a nice change up, and I do enjoy that. So, well, let me sip on this. It's right out of the fridge. It's 40 degrees. Maybe I'll get a little bit more something out of it, but more likely I'm getting what they intended me to get with the berry-esque. I want to say fruity. Fruity doesn't. Berries is more like what I'm getting out of it, like either a raspberry or something like that. Well, pretty tasty. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, guys, I'm back. Got just a little left here. Very nice example of the style, guys. A little bigger ABV than typical for the style, but the alcohol is super well hidden. You don't know you're drinking a 7% beer. Very berry-esque. I'm sure it tastes like boysenberries, but I don't think I've ever had a boysenberry, so it tastes a lot like a raspberry to me, guys. Very enjoyable, nice change up from the style. Not something that I would probably pick up for myself, but very enjoyable nonetheless. Very well made. And Brian said that it was done on let me see, what was it? 8:30, and today is 9:20. It doesn't have a date on the can, guys, and I got a problem with that. They need to date their stuff. A lot of other breweries do. So just my OCD, guys. A lot of people pick these things up and trade them all around. You don't know how old the beer is. So I think they should. Other than that, it's a very tasty beer, a nice change up, something different. Final chug. Very refreshing, guys. It is a nice beach beer, pool beer, if you will. Something a little sweeter. Got a feeling some of the ladies may like this since it's a little sweeter and not real bitter or anything like that. If you're a wine drinker, you may like this because it's got the berry-esque quality or taste to it. Very enjoyable, guys. Don't think it's a 10 beer. I would probably give it a 9 if it had a date on it, but I'm going to give it to 8, which is an A-. To me, 9 is where I'm going to put this, guys. Liberty Beer Advocate, they were impressed, evidently, because they have 4.35, which is pretty good numbers from those guys. And for our final check-in, we'll run over to Untapped, and they have it at 4.14. That's about where I would put it. I want to see these guys get that dating machine, start dating their stuff, because they do produce IPAs and double IPAs, and they're not dating anything at all. So unless you got a friend that's picking it up at the brewery, it may be brewery only release. It doesn't matter to me. There are brewery only release breweries that still date their stuff. So these guys need to too, in my opinion. Just my opinion. So if you've had this one from Long Live Beerworks or Crimson Ghosts, let me know what you think. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.